Roll up, roll up. Come join the fair with Scotland's Showpeople. As they bring the fun to villages, towns and cities across the country.
I don't think there'll be another showman who loves this job as much as I do.
They're the family firms that go back generations.
That's the great-granddaughter. That's the one that's going to take over.
And we'll see the next in line grab centre stage. But this season, it's not always fun in the sun, as the showmen struggle with one of the wettest and coldest summers on record.
The weather could cost you thousands.
I don't even think there was as many as 10 customers.
Face skyrocketing bills.
Diesel, staff, how much money can you get in 2 days?
And family pressures.
Give yourself a break, and I'm not going on like that.
Sometimes I'm the one who has to say, you've got a young family, you need to come home.
But no matter what, the shows must go on.
OK, sit back, hold tight, here we go.
There's no place like home, and for the vast majority of showman families, theirs is a specific place, the yard.
A yard is just a piece of land where people have their chalets, their trailers, where they live and where they go back to when they're not travelling.
About 80% of Scotland's showman's yards are in Glasgow, and most privately owned.
I grew up in a yard, yeah. Loved it.
My yard's home, 100%.
It is a connection for me to where I come from and where I grew up.
But when they take their rides and hit the road, they leave yard life behind for life in their trailers and caravans on the fairground. And for the show kids, well, they get a new place to play. Meet the Hiscos. Dad Rasher.
One take Hisco, that's what they call me.
Mum Rachel.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like on Mastermind or something.
Kids 3-year-old Archer and his big sis 6-year-old Bella. And their main ride, the Starfighter. Scotland loves its seaside holidays, and they're not complete without a summer fair. And for the showman working there, it can mean a family holiday of sorts. Ardrosson's traditional summer fair in July. Peak school holidays for the Glasgow-based Hisco family.
The summertime vacation. Ardrosson is a lovely fair. The lessee there is Wesley Smith. And we go there for 4 weeks, and it is absolutely brilliant.
Come on, let's go find Bree.
The kids just really get the run of the ground because it's all fenced in and everybody knows everybody else.
Where are the kids? Yeah. Come on, Archer.
Pretty much got a 24-hour guard on it.
Wait, let me see it. I want to see it.
They can run around in a little bit of a pack. And it gives me and my wife a bit of a break because the kids are, entertaining themselves.
It's nice for the freedom.
God, they've got a fun fair as a play park, where everyone on it knows them.
But it's not all fun and games for the kids. There's a reason the Hiscos are here. Work.
Take you at the back. That's fine, yeah. I do think it's important for them to be there and to experience that and to know that it isn't all fun. We're here trying to take money, so you've got to maybe stay in the trailer today or you've got to sit in the pay box and be with us.
Mum Rachel grew up working her parents' fairground rides all over England. And now, in Scotland, she's determined to continue doing so in her relationship and business with Rasher.
For me, it is important to still be able to go out there and say, right, you go in with the kids now.
She runs this ride with me. She's got to be there to help.
It makes me feel like I'm part of the system and I can make it go. And if he's not there, I can do it.
OK, you ready, Ronnie?
Oh! What do you say? Thank you.
Term time is difficult. More for Rachel than it is for me, if I'm going to be honest. My work doesn't change, but Rachel's workload doubles. She goes from dual parenting practically to single parenting.
You know, the kids says, "Where's Dad? And when's he coming back?" And I need to speak to him. So it can be hard.
But occasionally, during term time, both show parents need to work the fairground, leaving them no other option but to take their kids out of school.
There does come a clash, basically, between education and finance. But we're going to have to take Bella out of school for almost 2 weeks. My feel was that if I went in there and said straight away, look, we are showmen, we travel the country, you know, we work together, and from time to time we'll have no other choice, but our child will have to come with us. I was worried that they would hold that against her in the first year. But it was unjustified, really, because they was fantastic. They took it, the school just took it completely in their stride, and they've been absolutely fantastic.
We got them from the shore.
With the Ardrossan Fair not opening till 1 p.m. today, the Hiscos head off on an adventure.
How are we going to get past this thing?
I don't know. Where are we going to get out? Can you squeeze through that? Yeah, you did.
This way.
Is it this way?
It's changed days. Raisher and Rachel grew up as travelling showman kids, going from town to town and, for Raisher, school to school across Scotland for months on end.
When I got to wherever we were going, my mum and dad would put me in school for a week or 2 weeks at that place. And I would do maybe 15 different schools a year. But I think it was very head teacher orientated back then. It wasn't a problem that, you know, just drop a kid into a class.
I can imagine it being quite hard for a small kid, like a primary school kid. Like, I'm 7 years older than Raisha, so I was a bit behind on that. But I mean, I only did school in the winter time.
Mommy.
What?
I want more water.
You want more water?
Daddy.
Yes.
Can you get water for me?
I get water for you. I've just come back.
Yeah, we travelled like all the time. I never finished school. I left school when I was 14, and that was kind of like the norm then. You're talking like 30 years ago.
I'm gonna go get some
Are you gonna get more?
Can
Go on
you
then.
take care of this, Mum?
Yes, I can take care of this. I'm building this.
You enjoying yourself?
I am. It's quite soothing. I regret it, but it kind of, it wasn't really my choice. It wasn't like a granny there that I could stay with and go to school. You know, I didn't not enjoy what I was doing. So it wasn't like I didn't finish school and I was miserable doing the show. Oh, is it cold?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Right, come here, Bella. But I always said that if I had children, I always wanted them to be in school and to finish school and even go on to higher education, like Raisha went to university and his sister went to college. And, you know, I hope that for my children, if that's what they want to do. Oh, hey up, Dad's getting his shoes off now. You just caved into pressure now.
I have.
I think it's always nice to have another string to your bow. And I think that's great, as well as trying to combine it with still being a show person as well. Trying to find like the happy medium of keeping them in school as much as we can, but still being, you know, out and about and on the road a little bit.
The life of show families can be hard, navigating how best to bring up their children. But for the Hiscos, at least, the pressure's off for now, as school's out for summer.
Right, I think we better go. I think the tide's starting to come in.
Aye.
Across the country, the tailors of Edinburgh are busy setting up their latest fair at a blowy Sighthill Park on the outskirts of said city. This fair is aimed squarely at the local kids.
Very hard for this.
But time is money, people.
How long?
The Tailors of Edinburgh includes Mitchell, kids Millie, wee Mitchell and Emma, Uncle Kyle, and not forgetting Great-Grandpa Keith.
City Hall's a Colourborn Carnival. Special 2 weeks for all of us. The feeling now, you know it's the start of summer holidays, and yeah, so the party begins. Wee Mitch is up there. Emma's normally dancing. It's great atmosphere. You've got to be there to see it.
The Colour Bomb event is in its 10th year, and these days it's the Taylor children who take centre stage, literally, putting on a show for the local kids. But before the fun, the man from the council drops by.
So it's just this wind I'm a wee bit concerned about, but I take it you've taken on a scrim off of the...
All the scrim's off, flags is down. We're struggling with the wind at the moment. If the wind keeps up like this, we might need to cancel today. We get the let, we go on site, we agree to the conditions, then we normally get a walk round with public safety, Brian O'Malley.
I've known the Taylor's family for 30 years, from possibly, I think it's his father or his grandfather, down through the generations. I've worked with Taylor's. They are an Edinburgh-based company.
Everything's in place.
Yeah, it's just a case of making sure all the height boards for all the bigger rides and all that, make sure...
Height boards is all at the entrances of the rides.
It's in their best interest to ensure that they leave it as they find it. Otherwise, it comes out of their pocket, and that's the last thing they're wanting, isn't it? It's a business.
But it goes with any site. You've always got big responsibilities, and you know there's always big bonds. You make a mess of the site, you're going to have to pay for it.
Now that's great, Mitchell. Seriously, I'm happy with everything. And,
Thank you very much for that. Cheers.
Who could possibly rain on this glorious Technicolor parade? Well, the rain, for one.
We're in July, and you expect the sun to be out. You know, it's the start of the summer holidays. But no, we just don't get that. We get wind, or we get rain. But that's just Scotland, and we've just got to deal with that. Things is difficult just now. We're feeling about calling today off, to be fair. Safety reasons.
Want it.
It's quite disappointing, actually. It's the first day. It's hard.
The Taylor kids must wait and see if their much-anticipated event is actually going to happen.
There you go. Once you get your tickets and your change, you just go right down that way, OK? And there's your tickets there.
In a wet Airdrie, Kristen and his dad Trevor of Smith's Family Fun Fairs were having a slow start to the season.
I don't even think it was as many as 10. 10 customers. Not much at all. That's a really bad day for talking, compared to what we can have on it.
Yes, this year has been very tough for us. Went to Airdrie, like normal. It was me, my mum and my dad, and the boys helping us. And then right after Airdrie, we go straight into Johnston. But my mum started feeling a wee bit unwell. My mum, for the last 4 or 5 years, has been dealing with an illness. She's had lung cancer. So we took her to the hospital, and the hospital didn't give us really good news. I was sitting by her bed, upset and stuff, and my mum said to me, "Get yourself back here, because we open at 6 o'clock tonight. I'll be fine. I'll see you in the morning." So my mum sadly passed away that night, and that was the last thing she said to me.
You know, it's obviously been a lot difficult lately. 35 years we was married. Went about with each other. We knew each other a lifetime anyways. At times I don't know what to do about it. Try not to get upset. It's easier said than done, I can tell you that.
He's taking it harder than anybody, of course, because it's his wife. But I've got to keep on going. Do you know what I mean? Community comes right together. Telling me stories that I've never heard before about my mum, that gives me a right giggle. Do you get me? So yes, the community is very tight when it comes to things like that. We've got to just keep going now. Keep her proud. That's the word. I'm going to make her proud. Avril Lawson-Smith was my mum's name. Well, she always watched me from the window of the wee trailer, and all the time she would phone me up. "You're not doing this right, you're not doing that right," and all the time, right? Miss it now, though. I wish she would phone me again to criticise me, I really do. Got an old GVC camera and it's got all the Disneyland videos and all that kind of thing, but all of a sudden it skipped to Hamilton back in 2005. And my mum's operating the dodgem and all that, and she's busy and stuff, and she's operating good and that. And my dad's just standing there going, there's Avril watching the dodgem. All of a sudden you hear her on the mic talking, and it's crazy.
Okay, thank you for all the dodgem. The organs to the next one. Goodbye, looking for the access.
My mum's very talented, very good on the mic, very good on the mic. Oh, aye. See, at Truckfest, that's where I've learned. Never learned off my dad at Truckfest operating. My mum was the person I learned.
Truckfest is a huge family festival featuring almost 2,000 trucks and 35,000 punters over one August weekend.
Truckfest is quite a massive event now that takes place in the Royal Highland Centre of Ingliston.
The Smiths run the fair, one that Kristen's mum Avril worked hard to get. And as the lessees, they organise for other showmen to come and join them with their rides.
There's no new tenants, there's nobody new. Everyone that's here has been here from the last year, the year before that.
With the loss of his mum hitting the family hard, Kristen is stepping up and taking on more responsibility to help out Dad Trevor.
My dad's got a lot of his own fun fairs. I need to keep them going. I want to keep them going. Fun fairs he's had for over 30 years now. I want to say I've had this for over 60 years, you know?
My dad is in Glasgow. You need him to set you. Is it not the same place as last year? Right, I'll phone him now for you, right? Hi, jinxed it.
I don't know the answer. I need to phone my dad.
Graham Johnson's just arrived, and he's saying that you're setting him somewhere else. 22 feet, did you say there? 22? 23 feet, 2 and 3. Right, all right, bye-bye.
If it's something to do with positioning and all that, I'll let my dad be the boss of that, you know? I'll just be the middleman.
Right, what he's just said to me there on the phone is he's going to try and see if he can get you back on that corner where he was, but you have to leave 23 feet for the floor on this machine.
My dad encourages me to be the boss, yeah, all the time. He wants me to make decisions all the time.
When I'm having a way to see about other issues, I can take help with Kristen, and I'm quite sure quite a lot of times he overcomes their issues and helps them out and deals with it. And that's a good thing. And I hope it doesn't stop.
Right, that's okay, and if he's as happy with that, then go for it. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. Maybe. All sorted. Sorted, aye. I know them. It's not like I don't know them. It's not like it's uncomfortable to talk to them and I'm awkward or that. I can have a laugh with them as well. You can have a wee bit of serious time. That's all right, to be fair. As long as everyone keeps everyone all right and that, and be respectful, it'll all go sweet.
In a sunnier Drawson, the Hisco kids are starting the day in their caravan.
Guess what my daddy said? We can do what's in the world.
Probably a cliche, but I don't think there's any other life like it.
If we're staying in the trailer, it means we're going to a fair, be there for a good amount of time, and then the kids are obviously thinking about their opportunities for what the fun they can have with that.
Van and yard life may be traditional in the world of the showman and fun for Bella and Archer, but for the family, it proved a catalyst for change.
The trailer, it's of a decent size, but there was 4 of us living in what was basically 4 rooms, and at the time, you didn't think anything of it.
The yard that we was on, we didn't have room to grow. So he was like, right, well, we're gonna have to look at houses then. And I was a bit like, oh, right, okay then. Probably fleetingly thought about it, but maybe thought it's more into the future, you know? It's so different to a trailer, and a trailer was all I knew.
No, Rachel was a bit less sure. I was more sure because my mother and father had done it. So I wasn't working from a blank page. I'd had experience.
It was all of a sudden, it was like, we've got a house, and it was like, you know, you've got an upstairs and a downstairs, and I've never had that before.
She's put it on a story. I'm not a traditionalist. I'm a modernist. So, yeah, holding on to that traditionally where I used to live, I don't see how it benefits.
I like it.
It was a big decision. I knew that I wanted to buy it and try it, but I didn't know if once I got in it and lived in it, how I was going to feel. And it totally shocked me because I absolutely love it. I love it. I love my house, I love being there, I love the neighbourhood that it's in. It's like, this is my home.
Big changes for the Hiscos as they look to the future with their children in their new home.
One, two, three. Lovely.
For Kristen and Trevor,
Go! Watch your wires, Brian, right?
it's almost showtime at Truckfest.
Keep going all the way. Hey, hold it right there, boys.
But before work, how about some father-son bonding? Smith style.
Oh, you're not very good at that, are you? Me and my dad never ever had a conversation about working at the fair. I think he just looked at me and could tell the way I was going on, he's going to do this.
Kristen and Trevor have had a huge amount to deal with since the loss of Mum Avril. But they've worked together and supported each other.
I had a good childhood. My mum made sure I had a good childhood. It wasn't all business. Do you know what I mean? Do the normal things as well as do the showman stuff. So I was very thankful for that. I think I'm going to do that on my own when I get them. You know, I'll give them my childhood. That's why I'm quite a fun person.
Yeah, you ready for some more? Okay, thank you for riding, thank you. Exit to the front side of the ride, please. Thank you for riding.
We're best pals. We really are. You're not good at that.
That's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's why you get more £2, don't you?
Tristan may have his own children and that. He'll be trying to say, this is it, son. This is what we do.
We'll see how this game goes like. We'll see Dexter free.
You know, you can say to them if you don't want to do this, you know, you can go ahead and do something else, but when they turn around and say, no, I'll stick around here. It's a good thing that it's a business where it passes from father to son.
For sure. I'm not greedy. Money's not everything. That comes and goes. I'll start crying now if he puts this in. Family, friends, close people is everything. Bye. That's what it is. I've got to keep plodding on, mate. Live up to the name.
Do you want to set them up next?
I'll set them up. Shall I set them up?
Back in Edinburgh with the Taylors, and guess what? The show gods have smiled. It's sunshine on Sight Hill.
Show must go on. Ian, DJ Grant. Well, I've known Ian for a long time. He's been there from day one. We've worked together on this for the last 10 years. He's a close friend.
I've known Mitchell since I was about 7 or 8 years old. Family friend for years. Sometimes he'll ask me to come and give him a wee hand just for something to do, so it's in the blood now. There is a buzz about today, and everyone's going to get messy, including me. Good afternoon, Sight Hill! Okay.
Mitchell may be running the shows, but it's his kids that are running this show.
Good afternoon, make some noise for young Mitchell Taylor!
Emma likes to throw things, balls, balloons. Get them dancing, and we used to have a party.
When they've whipped up the crowd to fever pitch, it's time for the colour bomb.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No tailors don't party.
Logan, the best thing ever. Best thing ever. Watching me, Mitchell on the mic, Em on the mic, for me, that's everything. The confidence my kids has got for being on there, tremendous. There's people that follows me, Mitchell, about to get pictures and all that. You know, he's like a movie star here. He gets recognised down in Tesco's. You know, you're back on the stages here, you know, you brilliant, great. Jealous, actually.
As the saying sort of goes, you can't teach an old showman new tricks. Unless it's great-granddad Keith.
Look at the state of this now, eh? Yeah, I've kept clean all day today. Oh, here she comes again. I don't believe this. No, what are you trying to do? I'm going to chase you now. I'm going to get you with this. That's the great-granddaughter. That's the one that's going to take over. Definitely take over. She's took over me anyway. Look at the state of this. Man of all colours. Well, it is show business. Show business from day one has always been about giving something to the people, make them laugh, get rid of their worries.
But all good things must come to an end. For today, anyway.
And stay with you.
It's tiring being the stars of the show.
Enjoy that.
Next time, we meet the horns.
The thousands that we've spent doing this are still coming out of the profit.
The Hiscos push the button.
The analytical part of your mind is going, this is safe. But the emotional part of your brain's going, oh my God, oh my God.
And it's danger night in Bathgate.
The bolt might come off or some might fall off. I said, don't say that, son.